Sitting here on the couch with Dr. Mike Barsotti here from Providence. We want to say thank you just for taking the time out of your day to join us and speak with us. And
my pleasure. Yeah.
Daylight savings time, it's coming to an end, right? You know,
it is.
We've got tomorrow where we got to go ahead and make sure we're adjusting all of those clocks in our homes, kitchen, whatever it may be. And this one may not feel as, I guess, impactful because you get an extra hour of sleep, right?
Right. And the key take home is take the extra hour sleep.
Yeah.
Don't use it as an excuse to stay up late.
Absolutely. I personally am going to take full advantage of that. I've got 2 young children, and anytime I can get a little bit of extra sleep, I'm...
It's a win.
It's a win.
It's a win.
I'm extremely thankful for that. But we always kind of talk about, I guess, the health impacts of daylight savings, either beginning or ending. Can we talk about just, is there any in the world of impacting children in this particular case, right? Because you get the extra hour, but are there any impacts?
Yeah, so there's studies that are being done now that are actually looking at this sort of stuff. And the impact that they talk about mainly deals with adolescents and adults more than young kids. But you're right, we're changing the sleep-wake pattern, and your body likes to have that set in something called the circadian rhythm. And that's a 24-hour clock that your body internalizes. And the strongest guide for that is actually sunlight. So as we shift it, then your body takes time to adapt to the new norm. And so it is harder, in all fairness, to adapt to daylight savings times, which happens in the spring, less so in the fall when we go back to standard time.
Oh, okay. So I guess as you're kind of explaining that, I kind of think of it as like if I was taking a flight somewhere, right, and going to a different time zone. Is there a certain period of time you feel like it takes you to get adjusted to that new switch?
Great question. And actually that's very funny because they talk about, and even in the studies, they talk about a lot of the symptoms are like being jet lagged.
Okay.
So your example is excellent. It does take though, everyone's different, right? But probably 3 to 4 days is for your body to adjust to it. And there's certain things you can do to begin helping your body adjust, right?
Okay.
And so some of the things like maybe beginning your transition early. So, as we get into standard time, you're going to wake up later and you're going to go to sleep later. So maybe beginning to move your wake time and your sleep time by 15 minutes a day going into Saturday.
Okay, and then so for this new switch, I guess, for you, do you feel like, again, spring is a little bit more of the overall health impact as opposed to this fall change?
Correct. I think that the studies actually bear that out, is that the impacts are greater in the spring because you have less, your body is really wired to wake up to sunlight, and then it likes to have about 2 hours of darkness before you go to bed. And so daylight savings time, which happens in the spring, actually maximizes your evening light, which is counterintuitive to what we just said. Okay. Where when you go back to standard time, you wake up to more sunshine and you go to sleep to more darkness, which actually fits your rhythm.
All right, well, Dr. Mike, we appreciate you. We actually have some more questions for you. We'll have that, though, in our show tomorrow.
Happy to be here.
So make sure you tune in for that, and thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.